Happy Wednesday. We had the election last night. Trump came out ahead. He is now going to be the new presidential elect, I guess, until he's actually brought into office again. Markets reacted accordingly. A lot of movement on the overnight session to the upside and pretty high volatility during this session. So we're going to go and recap the environment and the trades that were taken today. This were done on my live stream on the main channel, Trades by Matt. On my 20, 50K Apex funded accounts, you can use code TBM for 80% off right now, as well as 1 day to pass and $85 lifetime activation fees, all with code TBM, all caps. So let's go and dive into today's recap. Yo, good morning. Welcome to the third stream in 24 hours. If you tuned in last night, hopefully you had a good time. I had a great time. We're back. Markets are moving. We have a new president-elect, I think is the right term there. Trump was nominated, or won the nomination. He doesn't take presidency until 2025, January, I believe. We're gonna see what that entails for, obviously, for the markets. That's what we care about here, is the markets, right? So we'll see what it entails for the markets moving forward. I was talking about it last night during the election stream. My memory, I mean, it's somewhat jaded, right? But my memory of when Trump was president and I was trading was, it felt just so, I mean, and again, my memory is my memory, so it could be off a little bit, but I just felt like it was so often we would have like either the first 15 minutes or the first hour of the day would sell off, and then we would just rebound like crazy all day long, making that nice V bottom, which is why we started saying make V bottoms great again back in like 2020, 2019, 2020. So we'll see if that kind of comes back into the play over the next, year or so. That would be great. I mean, honestly, it was great trading conditions when he was around. You had to be careful with his Twitter and have notifications on, because he would tweet something crazy and markets would go nutty. But overall, pretty solid conditions. So I'm looking forward to that. Just as a, not really a political comment, just straight up like market comment. Markets were reacting last night in favor of it. We'll talk about the event-based contracts in a little bit, but yeah, markets were obviously in favor of it. We're up 1.7%. Bitcoin was up like 7%. It's almost up 7% right now, 74,138 or something. The Russell is up like 6%. The VIX is down 23%, which again, that's just like volatility kind of leaving and slow grind to the upside coming back. Nas is up 1.7. So yeah, crazy stuff. Big moves last night. I'll be honest, it was a lot more of a landslide than I thought it was going to be. I did not think we would know this morning. Markets are open. I didn't think we were going to know this morning. And we found out late last night. I mean, we kind of knew during the stream last night that it was like pretty likely. I am so happy that the event contracts are mainstream now. I mean, it was telling the whole way. It's crazy, right? And very cool. And it'll be very fun for the next election, even midterms potentially, like midterms or the next election. It'll be fun to do that again. But to even like, honestly, to load up more money into Kalshi and play those premium options on like the above 80%, where it's like you're getting 20 cents to the dollar on the event closing correctly, and it's like probability is pretty freaking high. And so playing those executions on the event contracts will actually be a pretty fun like spread kind of idea for the next midterm and elections. Something I was thinking about last night as I was going to sleep was like, I mean, I got out at 88 cents, right? Which means I left 12 cents on the dollar. That was almost a shoe-in at that point, which is pretty cool when you think about it, because you could just load up a ton of money. I mean, the liquidity was great. Anyways, all that to say, back to trading. News-wise, chat. Again, we have FOMC tomorrow. FOMC is tomorrow, and we don't really have much today. 30-year bonds at noon. I think the bond market actually did rip a little bit. We don't have a tracker on that, and I don't have it up. I think last night it was up like 16 basis points or something. I think it was bonds. Maybe it was. I might be getting it all confused. So we'll see kind of what happens there. Obviously, you know, as we get into January, I think my plan right now is like, obviously we have Santa rallies are historically a thing, so we'll watch for the Santa rally, obviously. But like going into January, not really expecting too much. And then the first, you know, 100 days, first 3 months, first Q1, honestly, of Trump being president, we'll see if he drops any big bombshell changes on stuff that might affect the market. But we'll see what happens from that point on. So yeah, that's the big update, huh? Wow, so we really are pushing out of volume. I think that's fairly telling, Chad. I think that's fairly telling. Obviously, you know, pullback's always on the table, but anytime you push out of volume like that pretty aggressively. Did you watch the speech? No, I have not watched the speech yet. I went to sleep at like 10:30 or 10:40 last night. Maybe 11. I don't know, somewhere around there. Checked my phone at 2 a.m. to see what had happened with Pennsylvania, and then woke up to the official announcement. Before we get too into the day, I need to do, because I'm addicted, GeoGuessr. The daily GeoGuessr, 3 rounds. All right, Chad, here we go. Let's do this thing. Germany? I'm gonna say like here. Could be Austria. Oh yeah, Austria's a good call. I was just going for like the Alps somewhere. I'll go like right here. It'll be like a mixture. 76 miles. Dang. I don't know what type of plant that is. Pampa Verde. We're probably going like South America, right? Peru. Yeah, it's probably Peru. I feel like everything is Peru. 100 miles. All right, not America. Makara Peak Mountain Biking Park. Makara Peak. Anybody got a Makara Peak? Speaks English. I mean, Canada, Australia, yeah, New Zealand. I'm kind of liking the New Zealand vibe, actually. Somewhere on the left side of New Zealand here. Oh. 345 miles. Okay, I mean, overall, pretty solid. That might be a, you're better than 92%! We are so back, chat. We are so back.
I'll help with the dad joke. I can cut a piece of wood in half just by looking at it. It's true, I saw it with my own eyes. Cut of meat, cut of meat, cut of meat, LLLL.
Cut a piece of wood in half just by looking at it. It's true, I saw it with my own eyes. Oh my god, I saw it. You saw. Holy, that one went way over my head. That's better than the one I'm about to read whenever we get lit. Chat, make sure you press the thumbs up button down below. I mean, if anything, just for witnessing pro gaming. You just witnessed pro gaming. Better than 92% of the world. The whole world on this stream. Press the thumbs up button down below. Not making a new low on the session yet. Missed it by a tick or two. New lows on the session. We got to 71 and so yeah, missed it by a 1.5 on new lows. I would imagine we still sweep it though, I'll be honest. There it goes. There's a sweep of the lows and coming into VWAP. I'm not going to blindly buy VWAP, I'll be honest. It is like 620s, magical 20s, but I'm not going to blindly buy VWAP here. It's been a nice slap, 120 points off the highs. Dropped 150 points, still up 1.5% on the day. Right. 1.6% up still. It's like, it's kind of nothing. All we did was, we're right back at the open, chat. We are literally right back at the open right now. Which just is a great example, man. A great example, right? Market's been open for 21 minutes. We've had 300 points of movement, 150 up, 150 down. And we're right back where we started. And you can absolutely get wrecked throughout the process. 300 points of movement's absolutely wreck-inducing. And we're right back where we started. So just be patient, you know what I mean? All right, it's lit. All right, ready for the dad joke of the day, everybody? How do you stop a bull from charging? You take away its credit cards. November 6th, Wednesday. Back to the overnight highs. And back to almost 2% up on the day. Dude says, starts smelling like another choppy day. That's a joke, right? Surely. Like, do we retest 80? Point of control? Something like that. Oh. Oh, brutal. Missed it by 1 point. Take it off. Missed it by a point. It was a great look. Great look. Just barely missed it. Mark it in next time? Meh. Nah. Not today. It's way too much. I personally think it's too much volatility for marketing in on a move like that. All right, we got blocks at 80 and 800 here. Hanging out, point of control. Buyers looking pretty solid, so it's just about like finding a way for me to get in where the risk is nice. I mean, it retests the prior wick, retest the volume, all interesting. Retest the prior open, right? So like 49 to 53, kind of interesting spots. So far, the best look that I had was that 80 prior point of control. Missed it by a point, instantly went to target. Other than that, I haven't seen anything that's been worth taking necessarily. That trade that I had tried to take had like 7 points of risk, and it would have been an instant fill had I gotten filled down here, but it didn't work. So missed it by a point. I mean, you kind of want this to like close doji, pull back a little bit, rip it into IBH, right? Go hunt the block at 800. That seems the cleanest route. We got those blocks at the overnight highs, like just under 40. Yeah, 37's got a 100 block there. It's like, do we pull into that, or do we actually stop at, this 59 level, or point of control 50, or do we float the extra 10 points into blocks? I don't know. Just thinking too long. I was thinking too long. Straight up. I was like, 85 could be interesting because then you have a 78 stop. But was thinking too long. Gotta be faster than that with this volatility. And there we go. We clean out the 800 block right before IB's formed. All right. Here we go on the IBH close. I'm not going to take the breakout of IBH. I've been burned too much recently by the breakout. I'll take a retest. Yesterday, the retest worked pretty nicely. I have a really hard time wanting to short this. Very, very, very hard time wanting to short this. I'm not going to short it. I'm not going to, period. I'm laying the law down. I'm not going to short this. It would be a cheap short back into the 80s, but I'm not going to do it. There we go. And of course, the breakout works today. Sick. The breakout works today. I mean, I should take the retest if I'm going to do it. All right, I'm filled off of the retest. That's kind of a nasty looking 5-minute candle, to be honest. I probably get stopped out here. Should have taken the breakout, but I didn't know. I've taken the breakout too many times, gotten hosed recently. I've stopped out. 15 points. IB retest there. I got saved by like a tick a couple times, and then I thought we were going to get a full retest. We didn't get it. I'm not willing to give it any more than that. I imagine we push back up. It's a tough trade there. I should have taken the breakout. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Would have gotten instantly filled. I took a $300 loss instead. 15-point loser. It's back to break even. We're just getting a lot of movement, so I should be trying to find something cheaper to take. IB retests there are typically pretty. It worked yesterday. The IB retest was played very well yesterday, actually, so that's why I took it. Thought we'd get some more follow through, but we're shaking 15-20 points pretty consistently here, so I just got to find something that's cheaper. Morning, Matt in chat. You want to take the hoodie off again? All right, we're not talking about that. All right. That will stay in last night. We're not talking about the hoodie removal ever again. Rimple. I have the clip. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's no way. I told y'all not to clip it.
Again, rapid growth here. It's about half black, and you can see in 2020, 25 points. Tonight, Harris is winning this by 32 points. You see it in Rockdale County. Just about all of the vote is in here. Biden got 70%. Harris has pushed that up to 73. This is a majority black county. You can go to Newton County here. You know, this was the tightest mark.
All right. I know I was trying not to expose my nips, to be completely fair. I thought that was the nice thing to do, but apparently instead I get clipped out.